Sailing is generally considered to be off-grid living. For us, however, it has a slightly different meaning. Our ability to move from place to place is designed to be completely fueled by natural energy. This includes not only by conventional sailing, but also via our electric auxiliary motors. For us, we define off-grid sailing as being able to harness those natural energy resources to sustain all of our forward movement. The batteries can be charged by wind, solar, and hydro energy regeneration. This enables us to reduce our dependence on marinas and civilization for extended periods of time.
In this episode, we spent several weeks in remote fjords, living the off-grid life. One of the highlights of our journey is a whale swimming around the boat.
So you got lucky and got about 10 knots of wind, although it's in our face. We'll just tack our way to Fushi Bay. And yeah, we're only doing 3 knots, so it'll be a long day of sailing, but we're all in the name of conserving power, and we're putting almost 1,200 watts back into the battery bank right now between the solar and wind, so that's good.
We only used 4% of our battery so far, and we're sailing for, I think, 2 hours? Over 2 hours now. Yeah. 2 or 3, yeah. But we have all day and only have to go 20 miles, so all good.
Yeah, we got a little bit more wind, which is exciting for 13 knots, and no big sea action, which is the best. Yesterday was crazy sea state, and yeah, we're bouncing between 3.8, 4.2 knots, which is really cool, all under sail, and we're cruising along, even though we have to tack to get to where we want to go way across the bay. It's the way it is with Sailing World. Here dropping off the dogs for a little bit, and just up from us is the old hunting lodge up there in the woods. It's pretty dilapidated and wrecked, and you can see the old walkway here to the lodge. Yeah, I think this is a pretty cool place back in its day. I guess it was built in the 90s. Used the fridge here for target practice. The front stairs are all but destroyed. Take a little peek inside. Yeah, you can see the black walls there. I mean, it looks like black paint, but that's all mold. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, I think this would have been a really cool spot. I mean, the views are just spectacular, right?
Finding a pretty strong headwind here because the wind is coming from the south, and we have to get out of the bay first before we can turn and go west and have a really good beam reach. So it takes us about 2 hours to get out of here. I just hope earlier so we can set sails. We're using a lot of energy right now with our motors. Oh, that's a big roller coming, hold on. Well, we're sailing in this bay here, and we're going 5 knots. This is great.
Wow, like a waterfall up on the hillside up there. Working its way down into the bay.
Yeah.
Just beautiful, and everything's starting to green up, which is really cool. We were trying to fly the Genoa for a little bit, but it just switches from side to side, bouncing off the walls here. So we're just kind of bare pulling. I don't know how fast are we going? 3 knots?
4.4.
Yeah, 4 knots bare pulling.
Like, these rocks are just spectacular. That's the best fjord we've ever been to.
Yeah, by far and away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely spectacular in here.
In Newfoundland, I found the prettiest rocks ever. Well, I have to say, I'm completely obsessed with rocks. There's our boat, and we're here for over a week now, and this is basically in the middle of nowhere, and we really live off the grid here. There is no water tap, nothing to plug in. Today is no sun, but we had a few good sunny days where we charged our batteries, and the wind generator.
Wind generator's been cranking out pretty good, and we've been kind of penned in here again due to either it's high winds or high seas, and this is a really lovely spot to kind of wait out the weather. Today we're going to go get some water.
Doggies, are you ready? It's pretty muddy here. Good we have rubber boots on. Evidence of moose. One moose track. She's diving! She's trying to get it.
Find your own little island, Elsie.
Smell something? Where's the moose? That's heavy.
we've been here for almost 2 weeks and we haven't seen a single person or a single other boat, which is pretty amazing. And we truly feel like we're in the wilderness here, which is awesome. And it's been a really amazing experience. And yeah, we've been paddling the dinghy a bunch. We didn't bring a ton of fuel with us, so you know, we got to kind of use it sparingly. And we're, you know, trying to be as off-grid as possible. So, you know, we're collecting our own water, we're conserving our resources, and yeah, just trying to get by as best we can with using as little resources as we need to, and it's been working out really well. We've been using the sun for regenerating energy in our battery bank, and there's no shortage of wind here, so the wind generators have been working overtime even at night, and it's been a fun experience. After spending 2 weeks in Hare Bay, we finally had favorable weather and winds to continue on.
We're hoping that when we get around the corner that we get some wind, because right now we have to use the motors. Although they predicted the perfect wind to get out of here, but wind predictions here, south coast of Newfoundland, is never correct, especially when you're in a fjord, because the wind funnels and just changes direction, speed, and so on.
Looks like we got a little wind. Flags are flying there. Just picked up, and I think it's because we got a little bit of the effect of that fjord down there and the rising sun, so hopefully we can get a little bit of sailing out of the fjord here. It's absolutely spectacular. Kind of sad to leave, actually, but as in all good anchorages, that's kind of the way it works. Judith is setting sail.
Oh, and the wind died again. But we can see the entrance, or exit in this case. It looks really cool. Yeah, so the wind is shifting from one side to the other, so we got a little problem with the Genoa there. But Wes is fixing it. We're almost out of the bay. Wes just had the drone up and took spectacular footage, and then the drone fell in the water trying to land it because the boat was too fast with 4.5 knots. My favorite place here. Looking off the stern, doing some whale watching. There's one. It looks like it's coming closer. You look, there it is, there it is. I'm excited. It's going this way. There it is. Oh my gosh. It's so close. There it is. Oh my gosh. Look at it. So cool. It must be behind us. There it is. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, look at that thing. Holy shit.
It's huge. Oh my god. Thank you so much for watching. If you like our videos, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. If you consider supporting us, check out the links in the description below. Thanks again. and see you next time.